Welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for a non-league clash between the Lumberjacks of St. Mary's and the Kendrick Tigers. And the JV game is just about wrapped up. They've got a minute to go, and it looks like Lumberjack JV boys going to take a loss to the Kendrick Tigers JV by a score, well, the score currently 43-29 with under a minute to play in the contest. Before we get going, I just seen him, so it reminded me, and I wanted to get it out there. I want to wish a happy birthday to Mr. Donnie Eberlin. He is Coach Chase's right-hand man when it comes to defense and scouting and just all these things that Coach Eberlin does for the Lumberjack basketball team, and all of the unseen stuff that he does that not a lot of people know about. I know during the end of the year awards thing, at the end of the year banquet for basketball for boys, Coach Chase gives them, lets everybody know there what Coach Eberlin does. But I just don't think people realize all of the behind-the-scenes work that Donnie Eberlin does to help Coach Chase and the Lumberjacks get prepared for each opponent. This game is wrapped up for the JV boys. They fall to the Kendrick Tigers by a score of 45-29. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off right here on KOFE 1240 AM, on our YouTube channel, and over on the NFHS network camera as well. But we'll be back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938, insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance. This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for a battle between the Lumberjack boys and the Kendrick Tigers in a non-league matchup here this afternoon. JV boys fell to the Kendrick Tigers, and 43-29 or something like that. I didn't write down the final score, so I do apologize on that. But we've got this game, both teams warming up down here on the floor. And this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off. Take a look at the 2A Central, or the 3A Central Idaho League standing. Priest River sits atop those standings with a 5-1 league record. They are 12-4 overall. They've had a pretty solid season. Their last game, they lost to Bonners Ferry by a score of 86-38. They don't play again until the 14th as they host the Kellogg Wildcats. They are fifth in the Max Preps rankings. The St. Mary's Lumberjacks come in with a 5-1 league record, 8-8 overall. They lost 63-51 at Sandpoint on the 6th, and they will be at Timberlake on the 11th. They are currently 7th in the Max Preps rankings. Kellogg, the Wildcats, 4-3 in league play, 9-7 overall. They lost 47-41 at St. Mary's on the 4th, and they will be hosting Wallace on the 12th. They are 11th in the Max Preps ranking. The Orofino Maniacs are 3-5 in league play, 5-12 overall. They beat Grangeville 68-40 on the 6th. They will be at Moscow JV on the 12th. They are 19th in the Max Preps ranking. Grangeville having a rough season, 0-7 in league play, 4-14 overall. They lost 68-40 at Orofino on the 6th. They'll be hosting Timberlake on the 8th, which is today. They are 21st in the Max Preps rankings. That's a look at the Central Idaho League standings. We'll take a break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off after a word from our sponsors.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, pit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and seal coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Sun Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Sun Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It's the Lumberjacks and Tigers of Kendrick going to do battle here this afternoon. Captains meeting just finishing up at the midcourt circle with the officials, and the captains from both teams have headed back to their respective warm-ups as both teams down here on the floor. St. Mary's down on the far end here at Lumberjack Gymnasium, and the Kendrick Tigers here just underneath me as I sit up in the weight room here at the gym. Should be a pretty good game as these two teams faced off earlier in the season. We'll talk about that in just a bit. First, we'll take a look at the power rankings for 3A basketball for boys and coaches' polls and media polls, the top 5 across the board. This time of the year, everything kind of shaken out, so not a lot of changes in those top 5. Idaho Sports Power Rankings, top 5, has the Declo Hornets at number 1, Westside Pirates at number 2, Ambrose Archers at number 3, the Wendell Trojans at number 4, and the Firth Cougars at number 5. In the coaches poll, you've got Declo at number 1, Ambrose 2, Westside 3, Wendell 4, and Firth 5th. Only a switch there in that 2 and 3 spot with Ambrose and Westside. In the media poll, it's Declo, Westside, Ambrose, Firth, and Wendell. A little bit of a shuffle there as Wendell falls to the bottom in those in the media polls. And the Max Preps rankings, this is where they seed your state tournament from. So those teams that make it to state get seeded into the tournament by where they place in the Max Preps rankings. And the top 5 right now is Declo, Westside, Firth, Wendell, and Priest River. Of course, those top 5, they may not all make it to the state tournament. It all depends on their respective classification or their districts and stuff like that. So that doesn't mean a whole lot in that aspect of it, but St. Mary's, I think, is sitting at 7th in the Max Preps ranking, and St. Mary's would actually like to be a little bit farther up. But if they don't get moved up any further, and a couple of those teams up in the top 5 don't make the state playoffs, and St. Mary's does, that would effectively move St. Mary's up in the rankings as well, depending on who does make it into the state tournament. So we really don't know much until, of course, districts are done and the state tournament is coming up. Anyways, that's a look at the rankings. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more of the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off after a word from our sponsors.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. The Lumberjacks hosting the Kendrick Tigers in boys basketball action here in St. Mary's. Back to the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as we take a look at some area high school sports updates. The Lumberjack girls, they finished up their season last night, sadly up in Orofino, as they fell to the Maniacs in district tournament action. Lumberjack girls finished the year 1-7 in league play, 3-14 overall. And the score last night, 50-23, the Lumberjack girls fell to Orofino in a loser-out game in Orofino. So Lumberjack girls will be getting set to look at getting ready for softball season, which right now with the snow outside, it's not looking much like softball season yet. But we all know that with winter sports winding down, that spring is right around the corner. Wrestling, the wrestling team is at Chalice at a tournament up over in Chalice, and I've seen some updates. I forgot to look it up, but we had several Lumberjack wrestlers in the finals and fighting for third place today. So good luck to them, and have fun today and do your best up there at that wrestling tournament. Moving on to some other schools, Lakeside, the Lakeside Knights over in Plummer. Their boys team is 4-0 in league play, 9-5 overall. They beat Clark Fork 80-37 on the first. They will be at Mullen on the 12th. The girls is 6-0 for the Lakeside Knights in league play, 12-7 overall. They beat Genesis Prep 66-35 on the 6th. They will be playing again on February the 11th. This is, I think that Genesis Prep game was a district tournament game, and the Lakeside Knight girls will play again on February the 11th. They'll be playing the winner of Genesis Prep versus Wallace. On to the Kootenai Warriors. The Kootenai boys, 2-1 in league play, 3-11 overall. They lost 58-50 to the Lumberjack JV team on the 6th. They will be at Clark Fork tonight. And the Kootenai girls, 2-0 in league play, 4-11 overall. They beat the Lumberjack JV girls 48-13 on the 6th. They will be hosting, or actually taking on Mullen on the 10th at NIC, North Idaho College, and I believe that is for district tournament action. We'll take a quick break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off after this.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck.
M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Potlatch's #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off. The Lumberjack boys hosting the Kendrick Tigers here tonight. Taking a look at the last game for the Lumberjack boys, actually the last game that we had. The boys did play at Sandpoint on, I think it was Thursday. They fell to the Sandpoint Bulldogs. The last game that we did, St. Mary's hosted the Kellogg Wildcats here. There were 2 ties in that game and 6 lead changes. Kind of a back and forth game. Kellogg led at the end of the first quarter. St. Mary's led, or I think it was, St. Mary's led at the end of the first half. It was all tied at the end of the third, and then St. Mary's came away with the win. Lumberjacks shot 39% that night, 75% from the free throw line. And St. Mary's had 17 turnovers and 9 bench points for the Lumberjacks in that contest. And Kellogg didn't shoot the greatest, only 29% from the field in that night of action. And taking a quick look at the Kendrick Tigers, 2A White Pine League. They are coached by Steve Kirkland. They are 4-4 in league play this year, 9-7 overall. They're averaging right around 57 points per game. They are allowing 50 points per game. They did beat the Lumberjacks 52-50 January the 9th in Kendrick. Last year they were 10-0 in league play, 21-5 overall. Their last state title was in 2023. They graduated 5 players from their team last year, and that was one of the scores I was supposed to look up. They played Prairie last night. I did not see what the final score for that was. Going back to the game, though, St. Mary's and Kendrick played, and St. Mary's came up short by 2 points. St. Mary's had a chance to play for the last shot up in Kendrick in that game, and with time winding out, the Tigers got a deflection and were able to put up the shot right at the buzzer, and able to take the win. So a close, hard-fought ball game, and expecting the same thing here tonight, a good game here between these two teams, and it could go either way. Like I said, St. Mary's had a good opportunity to win that game, or at least take it into overtime when they played up there, but an untimely turnover cost the Lumberjacks the win in that one. So, or at least maybe the overtime opportunity, maybe not necessarily the win. So we can't really judge for sure. In any case, let's see here. Both teams are down talking to their coaches. The refs are milling around in front of the scorers table, and I think we're getting ready for the national anthem. So we'll step away and take a break while we get ready for the national anthem. For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Country Meats offers retail meats as well as custom processing of your farm-raised animals. Country Meats has a retail shop in Harrison currently open on Saturdays, or stop by their main shop at 18500 South Lane Road in Cataldo. Check out Country Meats' website, countrymeatsid.com, and follow them on Facebook for updates on hours and special offers. That's Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, also proud supporters of the Benoit County Fair. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, "Go Lumberjack!" If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, blocks, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. National anthem done, and we are ready for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Kendrick Tigers, we will start with the number 0 of sophomore Maddox Kirkland. Then we've got the number 1 of Cade Silflo, who is a junior. We've got the number 2 of Rowley Roetzander, and I'm probably just going to call him Rowley through the game, or Raleigh, because it's kind of tough to pronounce that name quickly. And I know we've got the number 24, I kind of got lost there, of Hudson Kirkland, and a number 5 of Wyatt Cook, who is a 6'4" senior. Now the starting lineup for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks. It'll be the number 3 of 5'7" junior guard Jack Barta. It'll be the number 4, 6'2" junior guard J.J. Yearout. The number 5 of 6'2" junior guard Isaiah Gustav. The number 21 of sophomore post 6'3" Landon Ribrick, and senior post number 22, 6'3" senior Hayden DeFort. Lumberjacks, of course, coached by Brian Chase, and he is assisted by Donnie Eberlin. Happy birthday, Coach Eberlin. And also assisted by John Shepard, Taryn Zolman, and Carson Wicks. Steve Kirkland, the head coach for the Tigers, assisted by Drew Eggers and Robbie Anselmo. Lumberjacks in their white uniforms will be going left to right on your radio dial. The Spartans in their black with orange, they'll be going right to left. It'll be the number 4 of Yearout going up against number 5 of Wyatt Cook, and the Lumberjacks will control the opening tip. Jack Barta has the ball in the back court, moves it into the front court, works right side. Jack Barta averaging around 10 points a game, and we're going to get a foul right off the bat. That's going to go against the Tigers, and that will go against Hudson Kirkland. Lumberjacks will inbound. They're going to go to Gustav. Gustav, that was a good look. The ball comes out of Ribrick's hands, and luckily doesn't go out of bounds. St. Mary's able to keep possession. I thought it went out of bounds. Going to get it to Ribrick. Ribrick has the ball down there in the post. He's going to spin, puts the shot up, and good. A lot of contact down there, getting jostled around. Able to keep his footing, not get a travel call. He got bumped a couple of times. Tigers back the other way, going to have the ball into Cook. Now back to the top of the key to Kirkland. Kirkland swings over to Kirkland. There's 2 Kirklands down here. That was Maddox. Now back over to Rowley. 3-pointer on the way from Kirkland. That is Hudson Kirkland. That shot is no good. Rebound is ended up in the hands of the Tigers as they pull down the offensive board. Right side for Kendrick. Back to the top. 3-pointer on the way again. This time Kirkland got a good look at it. Nobody out on him, and he's going to knock it down from straight away. First lead change. Lumberjacks trail 3-2 to the Tigers of Kendrick. Gustav up top with the ball, working into the lane, gets triple teamed, kicks it out to Jack Barta, right wing. He's surveying, gets a little bit of a screen. He's going to pull up for the jumper. He leaves it a little short. Ball tipped out. And St. Mary's not able to quiet pull it down. Lumberjacks had a chance at it as Hayden DeFort tipped it out. Driving into the lane is Silflo. He's going to get his shot almost blocked. And then we're going to get the ball tied up by J.J. Yearout. I actually think J.J. might have blocked the shot before that with an offensive board for the Tigers. 3-2, Tigers lead early first period. Tigers inbound from baseline. Now they swing it to the left wing to the top of the key to the right corner. Now down inside. Spinning into the lane is Wyatt Cook. Shot up, no good. Rebound going to go to DeFort. DeFort pulled down 10 rebounds against the Kellogg Wildcats in the last home game. And JJ's trying to flip that to DeFort. DeFort not quite ready for it. Turnover on the Lumberjacks. Score still 3-2. Each team has found the bottom of the net once so far in this one with just about 3 minutes gone. Kendrick with the lead. Bringing it down is Hudson Kirkland. Swings it over to Silflo. Silflo. Oh, no, that's not Silflo. That was Maddox Kirkland. They're going to get it to Silflo, or not to Silflo. That was Roetzander, and he's going to be fouled as he drives into the lane. They're going to get Isaiah Gustav with that foul, and that'll send Rowley to the free throw line. First trip to the charity stripe for the Tigers. First foul against the Lumberjacks. Rowley's first free throw is up and good for the Tigers. Both teams have led by 2 tonight. Tigers a chance to stretch it to a 3-point lead. As Rowley's second shot on the way, it is good as well. 5-2, Lumberjacks trail. Bringing it down for the Lumberjacks is Barta. Barta directing traffic. Gets it over to Landon Ribrick on the left or right side. Back to the top now to DeFort. Now over to Year Out. Year Out, little head fake. He's going to step to the side. Pulls up for the 3. Shot is no good. Ball is loose. Pulled in by the Tigers. Lumberjacks trying to tie that up there. Couldn't do so. Year Out is 31% from 3-point range. Going to get a nice move inside by Wyatt Cook, and the Tigers put it up and good. 5-point lead for the Tigers, and the Lumberjacks turn it over. Going to give a steal. I didn't see who turned it over. Tigers quickly down the floor. 3-pointer on the way. That shot is off the mark. Tigers with the rebound, though. And I think we get a foul against St. Mary's. Hayden DeFort picks up his first. And the Lumberjacks trail by 5. Kendrick to inbound. Looking to get it into the low post. Spinning, shot up, rolls off the rim, no good. Another rebound for the Tigers. And putting it up and good was Maddox Kirkland, and St. Mary's calls the timeout. Coach Chase not happy right now with the 30-second timeout by the Lumberjacks. 9-2, St. Mary's trails by 7. Nobody's fighting for a rebound really hard down there for the Lumberjacks right now. So Coach Chase takes the timeout. Quick 30 seconds. It's been I think a 7-0 run because St. Mary's took the early lead. And now it's been all Tigers since then. I don't see any substitutions happening. I just see Coach Chase trying to rally the troops, so to speak, here early first period. 4:35 to go in the first. Lumberjacks need a spark here. Jack Bartle will bring it down for St. Mary's. Takes it across the timeline, works it to the right side of the floor. He has Hudson Kirkland on him, gets over to Year Out. Year Out. I think that ball was deflected by the Tigers. Bringing it the other way and putting it up and good is Maddox Kirkland off the Lumberjack turnover. So, Lumberjacks pep talk didn't get no results that first time, but then on the other side, Isaiah Gustav drives the lane. Shot is no good, but the Tigers, the shot was good by Gustav. And the foul goes against Maddox Kirkland. Coming out for the Lumberjacks is Landon Ribrick. Checking in is Jackson Harold. Putting in some of those outside shooters is Gustav. 50% from the free throw line, shoots the bonus. That one's up and good. 11-5, St. Mary's trails by 6. Not a huge deficit, but it still puts a little bit of pressure on the Lumberjacks. Coming down all the way is Kirkland, kicks it out to the right side. That is into the hands of Raleigh. Now back to the top to Hudson Kirkland. He calls for a screen, moves to the right side, kicks it back up to Raleigh. Raleigh tries to drive, can't get anywhere, kicks it back out to Maddox. And St. Mary's almost with a steal, but the Tigers able to regather it. A little pull-up jumper from the short corner by Hudson Kirkland, and it's up and good for the Tigers. Don't want to trade buckets with them if St. Mary's wants to come back. They need to get some defensive stops here. Lumberjacks down by a score of 13-5, trailing by 9. Actually, I think it's less than 9. And that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Kendrick. Jack Barta going to come out. Brock Barta checks in for him. St. Mary's down by 8. Lumberjacks get the ball up to Barta. It's batted around, deflected by the Tigers. St. Mary's ends up back in their hands, though. Jackson Harold, corner 3. It's back iron, no good. Rebound to the Tigers. Lumberjacks back on D. Kirkland to Kirkland, then up to Raleigh. That ball is deflected by Barta, but the Tigers able to keep it. The shot is up and no good by the Tigers. It's rebounded by Barta, and Gustav drives baseline, gets his shot blocked. The ball will go out of bounds and stay with the Lumberjacks as it was last touched by the Tigers. Gustav comes out for a breather, quickly back in after a short break is Landon Ribrick. 13-5, St. Mary's trails, 2.5 to go in the first period. Tigers leading. Year out. Has the ball, picks up the dribble just inside the wing. Going to get it out to Harold. Harold out to Brock. Brock Barta down to Harold, left side. Now they're looking into Year out. Ball gets over the top of Year out and turned over. Going to call it a steal. Year out got popped in the nose a little bit there. He was trying to shake that off. Tigers down in the low post. They've got it to Cook, out to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Raleigh, and it's up and good. Tigers stretched out to an 11-point lead, largest of the game. First quarter, going to get an offensive foul against St. Mary's. That's going to go against DeFort. That'll be his second. Gustav going to check in. JJ comes out. Jack Barta checks in. Also coming out is Jackson Harold. And JJ's getting checked out down there. I don't know if it was really his nose, if it was more like the cheek area. Tigers have the 11-point advantage right now. Kirkland gets it off to Raleigh, and Raleigh with a nice move into the lane, puts it up and good. St. Mary's no answer right now for the Tigers as they go up by 13, 18-5. Tough first quarter for the Lumberjacks. Gustav with the ball, drives to the free throw line, over to Brock Barta. Brock tries the three, and it's up and good. Gustav with the assist. Lumberjacks cut it down to 10-point deficit, 18-8. Lumberjacks need to settle in. No panic from them. It's only the first period. Going to get a three-pointer by Rowley again. It's up and good. Tigers getting on fire from outside. Jack Barta skips it to Gustav. Gustav gets the defense up off their feet, and he'll be fouled. That was Cook and Hudson Kirkland in there. It's going to go against Wyatt Cook. Sends Gustav back to the free throw line. On that, actually, that last one was a 2. First free throw is no good. Oops. Both free throws missed by Gustav. Rebound to Kendrick. Tigers have the ball. Siflo to Raleigh, and Raleigh with another three. Can't let him sit out there and shoot those threes. That's the third three-pointer from Raleigh. 23-8, St. Mary's trails. 22 seconds in the first quarter. Going to get Jack Barta with the ball. Tigers doing a good job of switching off the defense. Three-pointer on the way, in and out. Tipped back up. Oh, they're going to call it no good. Coach Chase doesn't know what to think. That was Trenton Ribrick is in there. That ball got tipped up and went in from Trenton Ribrick, and they're going to call a foul on Rib. That was crazy. And they're going to get a buzzer beater three-pointer put up by Hudson Kirkland. It comes up short, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Tough one for the Lumberjacks, 23-8. Coach Chase checking on that foul with the official. Still doesn't quite agree with him, I don't think. We'll take a break. Into the first period. Lumberjacks trail 23-8.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Fall is coming and, of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
And we are back. Trying to see who is not in there right now, and I think it's Trenton Ribrick is out. Hayden DeFort back in. Lumberjacks with the ball. Going to get a pull-up jumper from Gustav off the mark. Rebound, though, to DeFort. Lumberjacks reset their offense, and a pass deflected and stolen by the Tigers, and Maddox Kirkland takes it the other way and lays it up and in off the Lumberjack turnover. 17-point deficit for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's has not seen a deficit like this, except for when maybe playing against the Bonners Ferry Badgers. Lumberjacks get it inside. Nice ball movement. Gustav is able to lay it up and in. Another guy who is in there, and Jack Barta is out. J.J. Yearout is in. Lumberjacks on defense, down into the lane, pull up for the shot. It's up and good, and I believe that was the number 2 of Raleigh. St. Mary's doesn't have a good answer right now defensively for the Tigers as it's 27-10, a 17-point lead. DeFort, corner, right side. He's not going to shoot the three necessarily. J.J. Yearout has it, into the lane, tries the layup. Shot won't go for him. Ball tipped around. Going to get the rebound to Barta. Barta's three won't go. Rebound was to Gustav, and he kicks it out to Barta, and Barta makes the three. 27-13. Lumberjacks trail. Lumberjacks just need a good second quarter. They can cut this lead down, but they've got to keep the Tigers from getting anything on a couple of possessions, and that one works there as the defense forces a turnover. Got J.J. Yearout controlling it now for the Lumberjacks. He takes it across the timeline. 6 minutes to go, first half, 27-13, Lumberjacks trail. Landon Ribrick over to Gustav. Gustav up to Brock Barta. Brock's going to take that three, leaves it short. That ball is going to be tipped around, and coming up with it is, I'm going to say, DeFort. Brock Barta with another three. It's no good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Tigers are going to try their own three from the corner. It's up and good by Raleigh. That is his fourth three-pointer of the game. Lumberjacks keep losing the three-point shooter, the sharpshooter of Raleigh. 17-point lead again for the Tigers. Just when St. Mary's feels like they might be able to get a couple of stops, the Tigers say, we're going to put another three-pointer in on you. Gustav drives from the left side, looks underneath to DeFort. DeFort to the top to Brock. Brock's into the lane. He's going to kick it out to Yearout. Yearout gets a look at three. That shot won't go. Rebound. It'll be pulled in by the Tigers, but they'll be out of bounds, so I'll give St. Mary's the team rebound. Gustav comes out. Brock Barta comes out. Jack Barta in. Jackson Harold in. Going to get the ball to JJ. JJ for three from the corner. That ball won't go in. Tipped around, rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Tigers get a wide open look down underneath as they find Maddox Kirkland at the other end of the floor for the quick bucket. And Coach Chase with another timeout. Full timeout by the Lumberjacks. 32-13, St. Mary's trails. We'll be back.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Can you hear me now? For people suffering from hearing loss, there is no humor in that statement. Let Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's help. With nearly a decade in the hearing healthcare industry, Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's is ready to help. From hearing evaluations to custom ear molds and everything in between, trust the professionals at Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's. Call them today to schedule a comprehensive hearing evaluation at 208-582-2600. That's 208-582-2600. Paradigm Hearing Center, shifting the future of hearing health.
And we're back. Lumberjacks going to have to put together a heck of a final 4 minutes in this third quarter to cut the deficit, or second quarter to cut the deficit, as they trail 32-13 to a tough Kendrick Tiger team. Kendrick on fire here in the early goings. Hayden DeFort has the ball for the Lumberjacks. Down to the corner to Jack Barta. Jack going to get his defender tripped up. Takes the three. It won't go in for him. Rebound goes to the Tigers as they sky high for the board. Kendrick bringing it the other way. Kicking it out to the corner. Three bar on the way by Hudson Kirkland. Can't get the shot to go, but he'll chase down his own rebound. I think Lumberjacks are being out-rebounded in this one as well as outshot. Tigers have it. Raleigh drives, loses the ball out of bounds. They're going to say it was out of bounds off of St. Mary's. Lumberjacks deflected, I guess. Didn't quite see that. He was kind of shielded, turned the other way. Tigers will inbound, 24 on the shot clock. Up to the top to Maddox Kirkland. Now over to Stillflow. And a steal by Jack Barta as he steps in front of a pass. Jack to JJ. JJ lays it up and good. (32-15), Lumberjacks trailing. And nice ball movement again. Maddox Kirkland flashing through the lane and gets found, lays it up and good. Jack Barta for three from the left side. It won't fall in. Lumberjacks trying to live and die, or kind of forced to live and die from the three-pointer right now as far as their deficit. They want to knock down a couple of these if they can, but they haven't been able to. Not many of them, anyways. Ball to the top to Hudson Kirkland. Kirkland swings it over to the corner, back up to Cade Stillflow, and Stillflow knocks down a three. And another timeout taken by St. Mary's. Coach Chase switching out all five of his starters, or all five of the guys on the floor, as St. Mary's trails 37-15. And I didn't see how long of a timeout it was. It's a full. We'll be back.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
And we are back after the timeout. Coach Chase switches in 5 fresh players as these guys are St. Mary's just looking a little flat out there. So on the floor for St. Mary's, you got Speakman, Brockbarda, Gustav, Trenton Ribrick, and Kean Garcia. Lumberjacks almost lose the ball. They get it back up to Ribrick, now over to Garcia. Garcia going to work to the left side, finds Speakman, and Speakman going to lose the ball out of bounds. He was trying to go up strong with that for the shot, and that ball just came out of his hands and went out of bounds. The Tigers have a strong hold on this one. 37-15, it's a 22-point lead. Going to get a 3-pointer on the way. It's no good. Marcus Speakman skies up high for the rebound for the Lumberjacks. Brock Barta to Garcia. Garcia gets into the lane. Shot won't go for him. I think it's partially blocked. Rebound and putback was missed by Trenton Ribrick. Garcia with the rebound. Back out to Garcia. Garcia over to Brock. Brock takes a pass in to Speakman. Still working on the left side. Back over to Kean. Kean going to skip it around to Speakman. Speakman's going to turn. Shot won't fall for him. Speakman could have went for that rebound. Didn't go for it. And the Tigers end up with it. Spartan and the Tigers are going to have the ball get knocked loose and end up out of bounds with it. And the ball will go over to the Lumberjacks. Marcus going to come right out. Ribrick in. Minute 37 to go in the first half. St. Mary's trails 37-15. Gustav drives from the left side. He's going to try to flip it up and in. No good, but a foul going to be called. That's the first foul of the third quarter. That foul, or the second quarter. That foul goes against Raleigh. Isaiah missed his last 2 free throws. He makes the first one here. Second free throw on the way. That one's up and good. 20-point lead for the Tigers. Tigers making some substitutions here. As coming out is Maddox Kirkland. Checking in for him is Wyatt Cook. Lumberjacks, a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Tigers trying to get it across. They do. They find Kep on the near side. Kep in the corner, left side. Now back to Silflo. Silflo, corner, right side. Over to the other Kirkland. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Landon Ribrick. Ribrick ahead to Brock Barta. Brock, top of the key. Over to Garcia. Garcia skipped it into Gustav. Gustav turns and makes the shot. Garcia with the assist. 37-19. A little run like this, if St. Mary's can cut this to a, say, 37-20, and just as I say that, a nice move to the bucket by Raleigh is up and good. So it's back to a 20-point lead. Going to get it to Ribrick with a quick jumper from the short corner. It won't go. And we get a whistle and a foul. That'll go against Garcia. So St. Mary's down by 20. If St. Mary's can't cut it any less than that, they're going to have a tough second half as far as they got to play some solid defense and make up a lot of points. Tigers do have to get a shot off before the end of the third or second. Going to get a shot by Cade Silflo. It won't go. Kean Garcia pulls in the rebound for the Lumberjacks. I'm pretty sure it was a 3-pointer. Then the Lumberjacks turn it over. Garcia, I believe, with the bad pass down the floor. Now the Tigers can play for the last shot, and if nothing else, go into the half with a 20-point lead. Over to Silflo, corner to Sonder. His shot won't go. Rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds by the Tigers. 2 seconds on the clock. So St. Mary's doesn't really have much of a shot at a shot here without it being something just heaved up before the buzzer. Going to get it to Gustav, and Gustav just tries to take too long and should have pulled up a little bit earlier for the shot. Doesn't do so. St. Mary's trails by 20 at the half, 39-19 to the Tigers. And that's been a tough first half for St. Mary's. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a look at the stats.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's. St. Joe Potty Huts in St. Mary's is a proud Lumberjack supporter. St. Joe Potty Huts is a portable restroom rental RV pump service in Benoit County, also serving Shoshone and Kootenai County. So for your next large gathering, wedding, family reunion, birthday party, or maybe you're having a remodel done and you need some extra facilities, call St. Joe Potty Huts at 245-4887. 245-4887. St. Joe Potty Hut says, go Lumberjack! Whether you like it or not,
And we are back. It is halftime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. As really quickly, before we get into the halftime, I want to mention the Country Fair in St. Mary's. The Country Fair on Main Street. They have select winter fashion on sale right now for 20% off. Winter jackets and boots, 20% off. Don't forget Valentine's Day coming up, and they'd have lots of great gift ideas over at the Country Fair as well for Valentine's Day. They'd like to thank the City of St. Mary's for voting them Best Gift Store and Department Store in St. Mary's. So that's the Country Fair in St. Mary's with the deals galore going on right now. And, of course, we know that our very own Coach Brian Chase is the head honcho over there. So go ahead and go and stop by and say hi and give them a little bit of love. Anyways, this game is not going anywhere near where I thought it could be. As close as that game was the first time these two teams met was a 2-point difference. Well, at the half, we are a 20-point deficit for the Lumberjacks as they trail the Kendrick Tigers. The Tigers outscored St. Mary's 23-8 in the first period, and that really has given them the breathing room they've had that they haven't need to try. They haven't been pushed a lot. They did outscore St. Mary's 13-11 in the second period, and that's how we get to the 39-19 score at the end of the first half. St. Mary's, you'd look at the 2-point percentage, not a bad percentage. You would like to see it a little bit higher, but St. Mary's at 39% from 2-point range, and you think, oh, not too bad, but then you look at the Kendrick Tigers. They have shot 79% from 2-point range tonight. They are 11 of 14 from 2-point range. They are at 39% from 3-point range, 5 of 13, and overall 16 of 27. They are shooting 59% from the field this evening or this afternoon. So that is one thing that is helping the Tigers out tremendously. St. Mary's defense is not looking like their normal self tonight, to be completely honest with you. They're just not quite, they just seem not quite as focused this afternoon. For the Lumberjacks, they're 17% from 3-point range, 2 of 12. Field goal percentage 28%, 60% from the free throw line. Moving down to the rebound side, I thought St. Mary's had been out-rebounded by the Tigers, but it's actually really close. Unofficially, 14 for the Lumberjacks, 13 for the Tigers. St. Mary's has 8 offensive rebounds, the Tigers 4, but of course the Tigers have been shooting so well they haven't needed a lot of offensive boards. St. Mary's has 6 defensive rebounds, 9 defensive rebounds for Kendrick. St. Mary's with 5 assists, Kendrick with 6 assists. 5 steals for Kendrick, 1 steal for the Lumberjacks. So St. Mary's just 7 turnovers, but 5 of those turnovers have been forced by the Tigers' defense. St. Mary's has only forced 3 turnovers from Kendrick. Points off turnovers, St. Mary's just has 2. Kendrick has 7. Fouls, very clean game. 5 fouls for the Lumberjacks, 4 fouls for the Kendrick Tigers. Individual stats, what do we have here? The Tigers, all 5 starters finding pay dirt in the first half. Leading scorers, Raleigh Roetsiander. I do apologize if I am not pronouncing that right. That's a tough name. But he has 19 points in the first half alone. Maddox Kirkland with 10, 5 points for Hudson Kirkland, 3 points for Cade Silflo. The key for Lumberjacks second half is going to be figuring out a way to stop Raleigh from doubling up on his scoring, because he has just had a heck of a first half. 4 3-pointers, 3 2-pointers, and a free throw. He has not missed much this evening or afternoon. Maddox Kirkland, all of his points from 2-point range. Most of those, I think, are layups for the most part. Wyatt Cook has a 2-pointer, and Hudson Kirkland with a 3, as well as Cade Silflo. For the Lumberjacks, Isaiah Gustav is at almost 10 points. He has 9 in the first half. Brock Barter with 6. 2 points for Landon Ribrick, 2 points for J.J. Yearout, who's having a slow night. And rebound-wise, nothing really spectacular. Hayden DeFort with 3. So that's a look at the halftime stats. It's been all Kendrick. Defensively, they've been able to kind of frustrate the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's on the defensive side has not been able to get a lot of good stops on the Tigers, and the Tigers have just ran away with this thing so far. 39-19 as both teams back out on the floor. 2 minutes to go before the second half. We'll take a break and see what adjustments the Lumberjacks make coming into the second half of action.
Time to start thinking about holiday.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for the home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
And we are back. The teams will switch directions of where they're on the floor, of course. St. Mary's will be going right to left on the radio dial. I wanted to let everybody know there's going to be a talent show today over at the Hayburn Elementary. It's the Hayburn Elementary PTO Talent Show. It'll be starting at 3 p.m. at the Hayburn Gymnasium. It is free admission and, of course, free parking. The Tigers will start with the first possession of the second half. And with the ball, it's Hudson Kirkland. This could be what starts a little something for the Lumberjacks if they can get a defensive stop on the Tigers' first possession. Tigers driving from the left side. Ball comes loose. Tigers able to keep it. Going to get a block shot. I didn't see. So we get a block shot by Landon Ribrick. He had 11 block shots last week, or against Kellogg. Then Trenton Ribrick gets called for a foul, and that puts Maddox Kirkland to the free throw line where he makes the first free throw. It's only the second free throw of the night for the Tigers. They are 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Second free throw up, and that one's going to be in and out. Rebound to Gustav. Lumberjacks coming the other way. Some other substitutions made there. JJ's not in either. Lumberjacks with the ball. Brock Barta has it. Driving in and getting his shot blocked is Jackson Harold. Rebound to the Tigers. Kendrick the other way. Going to kick it up to the high post. Shot is on the way. No good. Rebound goes to Landon Ribrick. Lumberjacks bringing it down. Harold to Brock Barta. Brock, right wing. Got to the tops to Jackson. Now to Gustav. Gustav on the left side. Back to Brock. Brock's going to trigger that three. That shot is no good. Rebound went to Trenton Ribrick. Landon Ribrick's going to get a look at a three. That shot won't go. Rebound to the Tigers. Trenton Ribrick gets shot at that rebound. Couldn't quite pull it in. Tigers going to have a little stutter from the corner. Driving into the short corner. Gets stood up. Passes it out. Down inside. And a foul going to be called against Trenton Ribrick. That'll be his third. He's taller than a lot of the guys out there. He's kind of brought his arm down trying to swat the ball down from above and got him in the shoulder. Trenton will stay in. Brock Barta comes out. Jack Barta back in. JJ Year out. Aiden DeFort getting ready to go in. And it's going to be Jackson Harold, Trenton Ribrick coming out of the game. St. Mary's down back to 21-point deficit. Tigers have it left side, down to the corner. Hudson Kirkland. Now they get it down to Cook. Cook's shot won't go. Rebound goes to Jack Barta. Jack to JJ. JJ left side of the floor for the Lumberjacks. Into Gustav. Gustav has the ball stripped out of his hand. Nice defense there by the Tigers as Gustav looked away for a second. Tigers have the ball back up top. Kirkland out to Silflo. Silflo to the corner. 3-point shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound to DeFort. Neither team finding really a bucket so far. Only a free throw made by the Tigers. St. Mary's has the ball. Right side is Year out. Year out. Trying to work his way into the lane. Gets stood up. Finds Jack Barta. Jack gets a screen from DeFort. Back up to Landon. Now over to Year out. 13 on the shot clock. JJ's going to drive through contact. Shot is up. No good. Foul called. Going to get a hit from Maddox Kirkland. That's his second foul. Actually, it shows his third up on the scoreboard. I don't know when he picked up the third that I didn't see. JJ, you're out first time to the free throw line tonight. Leaves that one short. Off night for the Lumberjacks this evening. Second free throw on the way. That one, nice arc on it, but it's going to be too much, and it misses. He overcompensated on the adjustment, and that one was back iron. Tigers with the ball. Still, only point in the second half has been a free throw from the Tigers. And we're about 3 minutes into the third. Tigers working it around the top. Going to get it down inside. Shot blocked by Gustav. Gustav with the block. DeFort with the rebound. Barta calling for a screen. Gets over to JJ. Now to DeFort. Back up to Jack. Jack for three. It's up and good. $40 to 22. St. Mary's cuts it down a little bit. Still a big deficit. Maddox Kirkland to his brother. Now they get a shot up. It won't fall in by the one of Cade Silflo. The rebound goes to Year out. Year out to Gustav. Back out to Year out. Year out triggers the three. It's up and good. Isaiah Gustav with the assist. 15-point game, and the Tigers turn it over. Number 24, Kirkland, lost the ball out of bounds. He turned around, thought it had been deflected by St. Mary's. He was kind of talking to the ref for a minute. His coach calls a quick timeout for the Tigers. And it's just never good, really, to kind of turn around with the perplexed look to an official, no matter what side you're on. They're not going to change their call because of that. So St. Mary's with the Tigers with a quick timeout. St. Mary's cuts the lead 40 to 25. It's a 6-1 run for the Lumberjacks here in the third, and that's what the Lumberjacks need. They need to keep this run going as long as they can as far as not letting Kendrick score. They need to get some good defensive stops and get some buckets of their own on the opposite side of the floor. They could get this game a lot tighter before the end of the third. Lumberjacks have it. Over to Gustav. Gustav to the corner to JJ. JJ, little pump fake. Trying to find some room. He's going to be fouled. Shot is no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. That foul goes against Silflo. JJ maybe starting to feel a little bit of I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. JJ back to the free throw line. Did miss his first two free throws, so we'll see if he can find that adjustment. He makes the first one here. 40 to 26, 14-point lead for the Tigers. Still a big lead. St. Mary's wants to see that down closer to 10 or under before the Tigers maybe score again. That second free throw won't fall in. Rebound to the Tigers. Kendrick coming the other way. Hudson Kirkland controls it. Swings it over to Maddox Kirkland. Back to Hudson. Hudson backs it out near the timeline. Swings it over to Raleigh. Raleigh into the lane. Trying to get around the defense. Going to have that ball blocked from behind by Ribrick. Ball will go out of bounds off of the Tigers. I'll give the Lumberjacks a team rebound. And the Lumberjacks, another good defensive stop there. Bring it down for the Lumberjacks is Jack Barda. Jack has it, hands it off to JJ. JJ working left side. He's going to be bumped and fouled. I believe that was Rowley picking up his second foul. No, they're going to call that against Cade. Cade Silflo with the block. Lumberjacks will inbound baseline. Resets the shot clock. Up top to JJ. JJ drives all the way down. Goes up, gets it up the first time, and then tries to put the shot up and draws another foul. So the Tigers quickly with 5 fouls on the, and that's, I think, the 4th foul on Maddox Kirkland. Year out to the free throw line. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. First free throw is going to roll in for Year out up to 7. I did not see, I think it was number 3. Colt Kep checks in for the Tigers. Second free throw on the way. That one is up and good as well by JJ. 12-point lead for the Tigers. St. Mary's now putting in that backcourt pressure. Tigers up to the middle of the floor. Cross court left side. Down, cross court over to the right side now. Into Hudson. Back to the top, working it around. Three-pointer on the way by Hudson Kirkland. That shot in and out. Wild Tigers with the rebound, though. Landon Ribrick had it knocked out of his hand. That's a big block shot by Ribrick. Rebound, though, to the Tigers. Tigers drive, kicking it in, shot up. That ref did not know what he wanted to call. He looked like he was going to call a foul, then he calls a jump ball. Wasn't sure what was going to happen with that call down there, and it ends up going in favor of the Lumberjacks. So it's going to be a tie jump ball by Ribrick. Under 3 to play in the third. 40 to 28. St. Mary's trails by 12. Jack Barta, quick pull-up jumper. It won't go. Hayden DeFort can't quite pull down the rebound. Not Wildcats. Tigers with the rebound. Cade Silflo has the ball. Swings it over to Kirkland. Kirkland shot. No good. Foul. That'll go against DeFort. That is Hayden's third foul, so kind of a tough spot for him. We'll see if Coach Chase pulls him out here with the last 2.5. That'll send Hudson Kirkland to the free throw line. The Tigers have been perfect from the charity stripe, and that continues. It's only the second bucket of the third quarter for the Tigers. Second free throw is no good. DeFort with the rebound and a foul on the Tigers. That foul looks like it goes against Wyatt Cook. And that'll send the Lumberjacks to the free throw line. Hayden DeFort to the charity stripe. Hayden hasn't had the greatest senior year from the charity stripe, 38% from the free throw line. Makes that first free throw. Checking in for the Tigers, the number 13 of Brock Boyer. Coming out is Wyatt Cook. Brock Boyer's first time in the contest. Hayden DeFort, second free throw on the way. That one in and out. J.J. Yearout with a big rebound for Lumberjack. They find Gustav inside. Gustav up and good. Yearout with the assist. St. Mary's cuts it to a 10-point deficit. Tigers get it across down to the other end. And good ball movement. They get Brock Boyer open. He puts the shot up. That's the first bucket from the floor in the second half for the Tigers. Out to the three-point shot. That won't fall in for Gustav. Rebound to Kendrick. Kendrick coming the other way. Pass to the right side. Handed it off to the corner to Kirkland. Kirkland drives. Shot won't fall for him. Ball is loose. Tigers with the rebound. Three-pointer, I think, on the way. And that is number 3 with the 3. That is Colt Kep with the first points of the game for him. 46-31. St. Mary's trails by 15. Had it down to almost 11 for a minute there. Haven't had it in single digits yet. Oh, three-pointer on the way by Landon Ribrick. It rims out. Went halfway down the bucket and popped back up. 46-31. Nice little comeback in the third for the Lumberjacks, but the Tigers right now have extended it back out, and there's another 3 by the Tigers as they are finding their stroke, their touch at the end. That was Raleigh again. His first bucket of the second half, and it's back out to an 18-point lead. Going to get a quick jump shot from Barta from the corner. Knocks that down, 49-33. And I think I'm wrong on my deficit, actually. It's going to get another three-pointer up and good by Raleigh, and they're letting him get loose again. 52-33. Down to the corner to Landon Ribrick, back up to Barta. Barta out to Gustav, 20 on the shot clock. Gustav drives. Shot high off the glass, won't go on the layup. Rebound to the Tigers. Tigers had a little run of their own here in the third to re-extend their lead. St. Mary's had the nice, they're calling an offensive foul against the Tigers there. Brock Boyer. Brock Barta going to come in. Hayden DeFort comes out. So close. St. Mary's was so close to having a really good comeback there. There's going to be a three-pointer on the way by Brock Barta. It won't go. That ball will go out of bounds off of the Tigers, so we'll give it a team rebound to the Lumberjacks. 1.2 seconds on the clock. Jack trying to find his guy. Gets it to Brock. Brock's 3 on the way. It won't go. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. Well, it was turning out to be a really good third quarter for the Lumberjacks. The Tigers make a bounce back in the score, and we'll be back. 52-33.
Without a crowd, it's just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24 plus years of experience and served from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
And we are back, and after the Tigers go most of the third quarter with only 1 point, they finished with 13 points in the third. St. Mary's with 14. So Lumberjacks they had a good chance. They had that cut down to a 9-point game at one point, or not 9, they had it down to 11, and then the Tigers went on a little run of their own to rebuild that lead. Tigers have the ball left or right side. Kirkland up to Stillflow. That ball's going to be tipped up, get a steal by Year Out. Year Out brings it down, lays it up and in. Lumberjacks going to put some backcourt pressure, try to force the turnover. Tigers still working in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline. Kept, corner, Raleigh going to be left wide open. He's going to put the shot up. It's no good. Rebound the Tigers, though. Another down to the corner to Raleigh. 3-point specialist for the Tigers out there. 9 3-pointers made for Kendrick tonight. Tigers working around, 16 on the shot clock. Little jump shot from the short corner, no good. Rebound, I think was Gustav. Gustav ahead to Brock. Brock's going to get a look at open three. It's up and good. 52-38. Lumberjacks going to try to get a steal. They're going to force the turnover on Kendrick. Hudson Kirkland again had that ball come loose out of his hands. He thinks the Lumberjacks knocked it out, but that's not the call the ref gave him. So the ball will go over to St. Mary's after the timeout, a full timeout, or after that, full timeout taken by the Tigers. We'll be back.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
We're back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Tim Parrish on the call. The Tigers leading the Lumberjacks 52-38. St. Mary's has been putting some pressure on in the second half. They had the lead down to, I think, 11 at one point in the third, but the Tigers rattle off a couple of quick threes. 3 quick threes, I think, in fact. There was 2 by Raleigh and 1 by Colt Kep. After the Lumberjacks had held Kendrick to only like 1 point through the first 4 minutes or so of the third. St. Mary's with the ball after the turnover by the Tigers. 3-point shot on the way by Brock Barta. It won't go. Rebound to the Tigers. And that's really, St. Mary's, we don't want to live and die by the 3, but Lumberjacks need a couple of good defensive stops again, and they need to knock down a couple of quick threes. That's the biggest thing that can help them, but any buckets are good. Tigers spinning into the lane, kicked it out to the corner to Raleigh, left side. He's going to drive up, and he's going to travel. No, they're going to call the jump ball. I was going to be an interesting call to see how that went because there could have possibly been a foul there. He also seemed like he came back down to the ground before, but they're going to say it was tied up and jump ball by Landon Ribrick before the anything else happens. So Lumberjacks will get the possession arrow in their favor. Jack Barta kind of launched the three. They left him kind of open there. Gustav. That was Jack Barta with the missed shot. Gustav with the missed putback. Gustav with a rebound and a foul against Kendrick. That foul goes against Hudson Kirkland, only his second. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Gustav going to get a breather. Hayden DeFort checks back in for the Lumberjacks. JJ looking to get the ball in, trying to find somebody. He's going to go up to the top to Brock Barta. Brock, left side, gets it to Landon. Landon has the ball stripped away, but there to get it is Brock. Brock to Jack. Jack Barta, right wing, calling for a screen. Doesn't get the screen, gets it out to his brother Brock. Brock's three is up and no good. Rebound to the Tigers. Lumberjacks will back it off into defense. Lumberjacks have got to get points on their possessions right now. They've got to keep the Tigers to the empty possessions, and they've got to get possessions with points for themselves and not get called for fouls. And that foul, I believe it was Isaiah. No, Isaiah's not in. There was a foul against St. Mary's. I'm not sure who it was against. It was JJ. Going to get a three-pointer on the way. No good. Offensive board, though, for the Tigers. They have done pretty good on the boards the second half. But the three-point shot on the way, that one is up and good. Second chance points. That was Hudson with the three. And then Lumberjacks turn the ball over. Kendrick misses a couple of shots. St. Mary's with a rebound to Barta, and then the Lumberjacks turn it over again. I didn't see who had the turnover. Going to get a blocked shot by Ribrick again. And I didn't see who got the rebound for St. Mary's. We are going to get a foul against Kendrick. That foul goes against Raleigh. It's only his second. Landon Ribrick and Brock Barta come out. Jackson Harold in. Gustav back in. Lumberjacks have the ball on the right, or now the left side. Jack to JJ. JJ top of the key, back to Jack Barta. Jack looking into Gustav. Gustav underneath, gets out to DeFord as he gets double teamed underneath. Going to get it to Harold. Harold back out to JJ. 17 on the shot clock. You're out to Harold. Harold's going to take the three. It won't fall in. That was a good look. Rebound to Kendrick. St. Mary's now has not, well, they scored a couple here in the fourth, but not a lot. Neither team scored a lot so far. Three for the Tigers. And I think that's a steal by Jack. Coming the other way is Year Out. Year Out shot won't go. Rebound to Harold. Harold gets out to Gustav. Gustav knocks down the three, and we get a timeout taken, I think, by St. Mary's. It's a full. We'll take it as well. It's a 14-point deficit for the Lumberjacks, 55-41 with 3:53 to go in the contest.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
And we're back. We got an update out of Chalice for the wrestling tournament and some solid finishes for the Lumberjacks. Jarrett Brebner finishes third at the tournament. Amato Stewart with a third place finish. Peaches, Zach Soten finishes fourth. And Zach Zorro David is the champion in his class. So congratulations to the Lumberjack wrestlers at the tournament in Chalice. Lumberjacks putting on that backcourt press again, trying to get some possessions here. Tigers have it in. Lumberjacks with a trap of going on in the corner. Wildcat or Kendrick gets it across. They'll get in the trap. St. Mary's trying to get a steal, and it's going to be a steal by Gustav on the other end. Going to get it out to Barta. Barta goes up. Shot is no good, but he'll be fouled. A little bit late on the whistle there, but they say that foul goes against Cade Silflo. That'll be his third, and it'll put Jack Barta to the free throw line. Jack 75% from the free throw line on the season. First free throw is good. 2 Lumberjacks in double digits tonight. Brock Boyer comes out. Checking back in is Colt Kep for the Tigers. Barta 1 away from getting a double-digit night tonight. And that one's going to fall off the rim for him, just as I said that. Rebound to the Tigers. 14 for Gustav, 10 for Year out, 9 for Brock at the moment. Brock has 9, not the Jack. Jack Barta actually having a okay night. He's got 6. Wally has it. They get it down inside, outside now. 3-point shot on the way. It's up and good. And that is Cade Silflo with his second 3 of the night. Tigers have not missed many from outside. Going to get a Jack Barta deep 3. That won't go. Rebound to Kendrick. Lumberjacks, every time they cut that lead down, the Tigers answer right back. Bad first quarter as far as scoring concerned has put the Lumberjacks in this deficit, 23-8 at the end of the first. Going to get a steal by Jackson Harold, though. Harold to JJ. JJ Year out with a nice jump step and puts it up and good. Lumberjacks trail by 14. 2:34 to go. Still really plenty of time. It's just going to take a couple of empty possessions for the Tigers, but they can't leave guys wide open like that. That's Hudson Kirkland knocking down the 3 as he gets left alone. 61-44. Again, not quite the way I thought this game was going to go tonight after the first meeting between these two. Jack Barta drives, gets a little bit out of control, puts up a shot, it won't go. Rebound tipped out by DeFort. Jackson Harold gets his shot partially blocked. And the Tigers on the rebound. Under 2 to go. Lumberjacks going to run out of time, I think, for the comeback attempt, because they battled hard in the second half. Going to get a timeout taken by the Tigers. It is a quick 30. Minute 50 to go in the game. 44-61, St. Mary's trails. We'll be back.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
And we're back, and like I mentioned, the biggest damage for the Lumberjacks was done in the first period as the Tigers outscored St. Mary's 23-8. Second quarter was 13-11 in favor of the Tigers. Third quarter was 14-13 in favor of the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's has bounced back in the final 3 frames, but that first quarter really set the tone for the night. St. Mary's still has a little bit of a chance, but a lot of work they have to make happen to pull out a comeback at this point. Down by 15. Actually, I think it's more than 15, 17, I think. I'm not that good with the quick math. 3-point shot on the way, and that rattled in. That was Hudson Kirkland, and I'm impressed with the Tigers' outside shooting prowess here this evening. Back to a 20-point lead. Going to get a 3-point shot on the way by Gustav from the corner left side. It teased us like it was going to fall in. Decided to pop out at the last second. Kendrick with the rebound. 20-point deficit for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's cut this lead down to 11 a couple of times, but couldn't get it any lower than that. Going to get a foul against St. Mary's. It's against JJ. It's his second foul. Only bad thing with a foul is it resets the shot clock. not the only bad thing, but Tigers have the ball. Raleigh has it, drives from the right side, and loses the ball. It went into the hands of Jack Barta. Trying to get him to look at the clock. They got to make some quick shots, and they're going to feed that into DeFort. Yeah, maybe could have been a foul there. Didn't get the whistle. Didn't get the benefit, though, of the bump. Jack Barta gets his three-point shot blocked, while Tigers with the rebound. This might be about where we finish this game off at with 30 seconds on the clock. St. Mary's Coach Chase telling them to no foul. Tigers will have to shoot before the clock runs out. They've got 18 on their shot clock, 20 on the game clock. So again, the biggest thing that stands out to me, shot right there, rebound to Gustav. I don't really think that shot was necessary, but he does, nobody's out guarding them. Cade Silflo takes the shot there before the buzzer. The rebound goes to Gustav, and that's how we wrap this game up. St. Mary's falls 64-44 to the Tigers here at home. And again, not the way I seen this game going after the first meeting between these two teams, but the Lumberjacks had a very flat first quarter especially. And we'll take a break. We'll come back and give you a quick wrap-up of the statistics.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, pit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and steel coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is a place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to safety.
And we are back as the Lumberjacks fall to a tough team tonight with the Kendrick Tigers taking it 64-44. Like I mentioned a couple times there towards the end, first quarter really hurt the Lumberjacks as the Tigers outscored St. Mary's 23-8. They were playing catch up from there on, and they didn't get outscored a lot in the second, third, and fourth quarters. So the biggest benefit for the Tigers was that first quarter that they had against St. Mary's. So the second quarter was 13-11 in favor of the Tigers. Third quarter was 14-13 in favor of St. Mary's, and the fourth quarter was 12-11 in favor of the Tigers. So right there, that big first quarter really doomed St. Mary's. They couldn't really come back after that. They tried. They had that lead cut down to 11 a couple times. They just couldn't get it any lower than that. There was only one lead change in this game. The Tigers led by as much as 22. St. Mary's only lead was 2 points in this contest. Taking a look at the team statistics, the Tigers shot outstandingly from the field tonight. 2-point range, 44%. 3-point range, 48%. They were 12 of 25 from 3-point range. I have 13 marked down on my scorebook. But anyway, 12 of 25 from 3-point range. 24 of 52 from the field. They shot 46% from the field. Their effective field goal percentage was 58% tonight. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 67%. St. Mary's, on the other hand, not bad from 2-point range, 38%, 21% from 3-point range, 6 of 29. They could not knock down nearly as many as the Tigers did. St. Mary's shot 28% from the field, not where you want to see your field goal percentage if you're Coach Chase. 8 of 15 from the free throw line, also not where you want to see that, 53% for St. Mary's. Rebounding numbers, not too far off. The Tigers do end up with the edge, 36 rebounds, the Lumberjacks 32. Kendrick ended up with 13 assists, 11 for the Lumberjacks. Leading assist was Year Out with 4, and right there on his heels was Gustav with 3. Turnovers 10-11, so St. Mary's had 7 turnovers in the first half, only 4 more in the second half, so they did better taking care of the ball. The Tigers had 3 turnovers in the first half, 7 turnovers in the second half. So St. Mary's forced a few more turnovers there. 5 steals for the Lumberjacks, 8 steals for the Tigers. St. Mary's 5 blocked shots, Kendrick with 4 blocked shots. Points off turnovers, dead even, 6 for St. Mary's, 7 for Kendrick. Fouls, 10 for Lumberjacks, 13 for the Tigers. So nothing big there either as far as differences. But the Tigers do end up with 3 guys in double digits. Lumberjacks did keep Raleigh from scoring as much in the second half. He only had 6 points added to his total. He finishes the game with 25, though, so a solid night for Raleigh. Next up was Hudson Kirkland, who scored 10 in the second half. He finished with 15 points. And Maddox Kirkland only with 1 in the second half. He finishes with 11 points. 6 points for Cade Siflo, 2 points for Wyatt Cook. Off the bench, you had Colt Kep with 3 and Brock Boyer with 2. For the Lumberjacks, 2 guys with double digits, almost got to 3. Brock Barter with 9 on the night. Leading scorer was Isaiah Gustav with 14, 12 points for J.J. Yearout, who started off slow, didn't have the best night to get going with, and that kind of could have hurt St. Mary's a little bit in that first half as well, or first quarter. Jack Bartle only scoring 6 points tonight, 2 points for Ribrick, Landon Ribrick, 1 point for Hayden DeFort. And our player of the game for the night for St. Mary's, the Talk About It player of the game, we're going to go with the junior, Isaiah Gustav. Isaiah, solid night tonight, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And he only had, according to my numbers, 1 turnover. So not a bad night for Isaiah. So we're going to give him the Talk About It player of the game for tonight. Hey, Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. Let's go Eagles, right? I hope that's a consensus. Probably not. There's probably a lot of Chiefs fans out there. But being that I am a Raiders fan, I cannot and will not root for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So let's go Eagles tomorrow in the Super Bowl. Have a great rest of your weekend, though. We'll see you back here. I think the Lumberjack boys' next action is going to be at Timberlake. We will not be making the trip for that game. So good luck to the Lumberjacks in Timberlake. And our next action Well, I'll let you know. I don't remember what the schedule looks like, but we'll get you know as soon as we get it all figured out. That's going to do it for us tonight from Lumberjack Gymnasium. St. Mary's falls 64-44 to the Kendrick Tigers. Have a great weekend.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!